Hey, what's up? Mecha here with a quick video about Cindered Shadows, which is releasing tomorrow by my calculations, February 12th. I haven't really talked about it very much since I made a kind of a rushed video on when it was first released, and I want to show you guys what my plans are for the channel, when I'm going to buy it, because it's kind of a complicated story. If you need a quick refresher on what Cindered Shadows is, Mangs and Cyanyo made a very good 50-minute video summing up everything there is about this if you want to check out more, but my basic summary is you start a new game in Abyss mode, separate mode, and you play the game normally until you go down into the Abyss. I don't know when exactly this happens, but it happens at some points. Before the time skip, before hair change of Wallach, let's just call it that. Let's just call it that. And then when you come back to the surface, after you've done the separate campaign, then you can recruit them. But while you're underneath the surface, while you're in the Abyss, you play with a set number of characters, items, and classes. You can't really customize these characters. You get the Lords, you get Byleth, and you get Linhardt, Ash, and Hilda, and that's basically it. I think you can probably play with the Ash and Wolf down there, but once you're done with the Abyss, you go back up to the surface, you play the game as normal, but you can recruit the Ash and Wolves and keep them on your party for what I can tell the rest of the game, including part 2. They have post-time skip designs, we just don't know what they look like yet, but there's data for them in the game, so we know they will be playable for the whole game. Now here's my plans, because that's probably what you're here for. I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna buy it. Not completely sure. I might buy it. The DLC of Three Houses so far has been lackluster, to say the least. Between maid outfits and lazy volleyball outfits, the weak implementation of Anna, some pay-to-win stat boosters, some extra rewarding but also extra hard auxiliary battles with, once again, reused maps, because Three Houses really needed more of those. I'm really not a big fan of the first 3 waves. I like the free parts, like Yuritsa, but that's it. And they were, not because they're free, that helped, but it's because I liked playing with Yuritsa. But that was pretty much it as far as free DLC went that I really liked. Now, there is an option when I check out the Nintendo eShop, there is an option that advertises Cindered Shadows as a separate thing, a story edition, besides the Season Pass, besides the package deal. If I can buy it as the Season Pass only, I don't really want Cindered Shadows, because I don't want to fuel business practices that I don't agree with. This is something I say a lot on my channel whenever something like this comes up. I try to be, the best possible consumer I can be with this kind of shit. I don't want to throw money at something I disagree with. This is something, for example, that I talk about a bit with like Heroes and stuff. If I can buy it separately though, I probably will buy it just because it seems worth it. Depends on the price, of course. Like if it's 20 bucks still, then like what the hell. But yeah, this is also not really a matter of exact price, by the way. Like I can afford to pay the 25 euros for the season pass, which is what it costs from what I can tell. I think it's $25 in the States, 25 euros for me. I know that I have subs who are loyal enough to be like, hey Mecha, you want to buy it? Just here, take my 25 bucks. And I'd be like, oh my god, thank you. But it's not about me not having the money to pay for it. It's more about I don't want to throw money at them for making a DLC model I don't really like. Because I think if a game decides to release its DLC the way Three Houses does in its 4 waves, then I don't think it's unreasonable to expect to be able to buy them separately. A lot of games have done this in the past. A lot of Fire Emblem games have done that in the past. And especially if something is literally a new mode, a separate campaign, then I see no reason why I have to buy maid outfits and an unfinished character if I don't want to. I just want Cindered Shadows. Of course, I have no problem with anyone who wants to do this for any reason, but I don't like it. And as people love to put it, whenever I dare to criticize something, you don't have to buy it. Well, I'm going to take it very literally for now, but doesn't mean I will not be buying it, period, and doesn't mean I won't be playing it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the DLC with a friend who is getting it for his game no matter what. He doesn't have time to play it until this Friday, so I'll have to wait a little bit, but DLC is coming out on Wednesday, and I'll be playing it on a Friday night, getting some footage that way with my capture card. Then I'll probably release the thoughts video during the weekend once we finished it. I think it should be doable within like 1 night of playing, and from there I'll decide whether I think it's worth the money, which I would recommend to anyone, but I know a lot of people will just want to buy it when it's new and fresh and they just want to experience it, which is cool, but this is the way I like to do it. I suspect it will be a fun little campaign to play once, but like a lot of other things in Three Houses, it probably won't have too much replay value. Unlocking the recruitable characters and classes might be worth it on my own game, but for the most part I don't think the campaign itself will be worth playing again or experiencing again. What I do look forward to is playing around with like Dark Flyers, but I will decide after I've played around with those new classes and stuff in the Abyss itself whether I want to unlock them on my own game. As for the characters, because I haven't really talked about them a whole lot, I'm not overly sold on them yet from what I've seen. I like Hoppy's design a lot, that's definitely the biggest positive I have of the DLC. I love the way she looks, but I'm hoping her personality shapes up to be more than just someone who's going to have an apathetic reaction to just about everything. I'm not going to judge until I've been able to play around with them, give them a chance to grow on me. That's definitely happened with some characters in the past. But let me just say right now about the characters is they don't make me go, damn, I want to buy this DLC. I'm curious about them, but I'm not like super hyped for the characters itself. If I buy this DLC, it will probably be mostly for me to be able to play with not just the characters, but the new classes and the new skills. I'm going to be able to experience the story no matter what, so the only reason for me to want to buy it would be to want to experience it myself. So that's the plan. I just bumped into my mic, but that's the plan. If you got any questions, post them down below and let me know if you're going to be buying the DLC for Cindered Shadows or if you have it already. I look forward to another wave of hype for Three Houses though. That will be fun. I love the fact that we're getting new story content to talk about. Almost everything with Three Houses has been said and done, so it's nice to have something new for a change. And I look forward to discussing it with you all and see what you think. So let me know, and I will see you next time. Peace, goodbye, love ya.